So I reviewed the last episode of Dragon Ball Super. There were some people who seemed to think that I didn't get all ranty because I'm trying to appeal to more people, that I'm, trying to, not be as aggressive, not be as off-putting, possibly, I don't know, to gain more subs or some shit like that. If you're in that camp, fuck you. Fuck you. I do not alter my content or skew my opinions for anybody. I don't cater my content to please anyone other than myself. If you don't like my opinion on something, fine, fuck it, I really don't care. But if you're going to question my integrity behind my videos and my content, and think that I'm just trying to appeal to the lowest common denominator, go fuck yourself. There are other Dragon Ball YouTubers who do that shit. Fine, whatever, I don't give a flying fuck about them. I try to make, the reason I liked last week's episode, I thought I made very clear, but I'll try reiterating here. I liked it because it was trying something different. It didn't just give me a straight up slugfest. Piccolo was being tactical, and he was trying to keep Frost at a distance. He was trying to control the pace of the battle to try and take him out with one super move that, was his only real way of getting around or getting a victory out of that fight. That's why I appreciated that. And the fact that it was really building up for him to fuck him up with the Makenko Seppo, only for it to not happen. It was all this build up to completely pull the rug out from under you. I liked it. It was a good concept. I like concepts. The execution was faulty, but that's alright. That's kind of why I like GT. GT is a series with amazing fucking concepts and faulty execution. I appreciate concepts, and honestly there was nothing that was overtly bad in that episode. I mentioned a couple of things that I thought were a little iffy, but that was it. So if you think that I'm skewing my opinions to appease more people, go fuck yourself, go watch someone else's videos, and if you just want to hear your opinions regurgitated back to you, if you're angry at an episode, you want to hear someone just be angry at an episode, go make your own goddamn reviews and go listen to that. Alright? Good. Now on to episode, what is this, 35 of Super? Alright, I'm talking about episode 35 of Super. This episode was pretty damn good. Honestly, it was one of the most rock-solid episodes of the series so far. Not a whole lot happens in it, but what is here is, like I said, pretty goddamn rock-solid. You get a really good build-up between Vegeta and Frost. It's there's a lot of shit-talking, and they're kind of building that up, and Frost is being very, very upfront of no, I'm gonna keep, I'm not gonna hold back using this fucking poison. I'm going to try and fuck you up. And then Vegeta just knocks his ass out in one shot. I loved it. It was a nice, good build-up to that good, strong one-shot finish. It reminded me a lot of the Red Ribbon Army arc, especially in the anime, where they kind of build up Colonel Silver, only for Goku to take him out in 2 hits. And, it was that kind of same thing where, Frost is built up for, 2 episodes, only for Vegeta to just take him out in 2 hits. It was nice. I liked it. I also liked a nice little touch they did there was when he gets knocked out of the ring, he bounces off Batamo and then hits the fucking ceiling, the barrier around the ring. That was nice, and he shatters it, falls out, lands outside the ring. Great moment. Something that was kind of interesting to happen in this episode was Monaka maybe not actually powerful? I don't know. It seems like they're hinting around this. Beers is very specific about Goku. Goku will be re-entering the fight, but Monaka, he's going to be going still ahead of Monaka, and he's very insistent that Monaka go last. Monaka's his, quote, trump card, but he's being all spastic and weird about it. Whis is dropping a few hints here and there that maybe there's some shit going on with Monaka. Is he not actually powerful? If not, why the fuck is he even here? Why is Beer so insistent specifically on having him here? Or is this some sort of weird red herring where he is actually as ridiculously fucking super OP as he says, and he's just that goddamn dangerous when he cuts loose? I have no clue. So yeah, I'm really kind of wondering what's gonna happen here with him. Is he totally badass? Is he a total pussy? What's Beer's endgame? Why is he here if he isn't like a legit badass? So yeah, like it built up some intrigue there. Also, we got a little bit more information on Hit, or actually information at all on Hit. Apparently, he's a mercenary for hire. Frost even says that, like, oh shit, did someone hire him to, you know, like, is it from like one of the planets that I conquered? Did someone hire him to take me out? Oh fuck. And like, Hit drops Frost without even touching him with some sort of crazy ass technique. So yeah, we got a little bit of insight into Hit. Obviously, you know, he's going to be the most powerful member of this team. Most likely he is actually the team captain. Also, now that we know, like, his profession, you know, he's a hitman, I think it's pretty safe assumption that the pun in his name is Hit. So can we stop calling him Hito? Like, I understand, like, yeah, that's what the katakana of his name comes out to. But, I mean, you guys don't call Vegeta Vegeta. Like, you know, you don't say it with a B. You know, so can we stop calling him Hito, please? Because, you know, try to retain the puns, guys. You know, you wouldn't say Uisu, you say Whis, or Whis, in my case. You know, you don't say Birisu, you say Beers, or Beerus. So yeah, can we just stop fucking calling him Hito? And just call him Hit? Because, you know, obviously that's supposed to be his name, Hit. Anyhow, beyond that, then there's, you know, Vegeta versus Vegeta. And for this fight, they've instituted a new rule. They put another barrier, a smaller barrier now around the ring. And if you touch that, you are disqualified. And, you know, this is obviously used to, you know, Vegeta's disadvantage because Vegeta can just, like, heats up the area. Now he's in this confined sweat box. And, yeah, that's pretty much all that really happens. Vegeta goes Super Saiyan. And that's really what happens. I mean, there's a few hits exchanged. There's a lot of dodging. Vegeta seems to be a pretty durable motherfucker, so Vegeta's having some issues hitting him. And honestly, though, like, it's really hard to build up tension when we know that Vegeta's holding back. Like, we know that Vegeta, he still isn't using Super Saiyan 2. He isn't using SSGSS. It's like, we know that they're holding back. So if they're holding back, why do we even care? I mean, like, where's the tension here? It's really hard to, like, feel that kind of tension there. So, like, I mean, I really just feel like Vegeta's just gonna pull ahead. Like, if Vegeta doesn't win this match, and if he actually loses and he doesn't actually go SSGSS because of it, well, that's kind of horseshit. Like, it's gonna be horribly anticlimactic. I'm gonna fucking go on a huge fucking rant if that's the case. Yeah, I would assume that Vegeta isn't going to lose, Vegeta's going to lose, and that's probably going to be Vegeta and Kaba in the next round. But yeah, if that isn't the case, if Vegeta loses and he doesn't even use SSGSS, I'm going to call total horseshit. I don't think that's going to be the case. I'm pretty sure Vegeta's still going to take him out while still maintaining his SS1 form. This is my little prediction there. That's something I want to bring up here is the animation. A lot of people have been like, oh my god, the animation this episode, the animation. It's really well drawn. The animation is, like, art-wise, this episode is super on point. There's like a handful of scenes here and there, but, like, aesthetically, like, in terms of art direction goes, this is, like, one of the most rock-solid episodes of this entire series. One of the best looking in that regard. But everyone kept talking about, like, the animation, and it kind of got me a little pumped and excited to see how this episode is going to look. And then I see it, and it's not that impressive. It really wasn't. You know, there's not like a whole lot of fluidity in the movement. There's a lot of repeating animation, a lot of like characters dodging back and forth. You know, there isn't a whole lot of movement in general in this. You know, when Vegeta nails like Frost, it's really just, you know, they kind of have like 3 different pictures of Frost at 3 different angles, like to imply that he's like kind of spinning or whatever, and with like some blurred textures, and then, you know, like that kind of slow motion punch, but it's really just kind of Vegeta being stationary and Frost kind of very slowly moving out of frame, and then the quick bit of motion of like Frost getting blasted like into the air. So yeah, like the animation here, there isn't a whole lot of actual animation. There's some great art. The animation is just, and it serves its purpose. I mean, like, the fight wasn't particularly, like, super exciting, and I say that for both Magetta and for the Frost fight. Yeah, because Frost fight is just one hit. The Magetta fight, it seems like they're going to be, like, going for, like, a more tactical thing here, kind of like with the Piccolo versus Frost fight. If that's the case, that's pretty cool. So it probably won't need super fluid animation for what they're gonna go for in this episode. What they're going for this episode, and probably next episode. It isn't that kind of fight, and I kind of appreciate a different pace in the fights. But either way, though, a lot of people were kind of building up the animation, telling me it looked really great, and it wasn't. It's fine. It's serviceable. It does what it needs to, and the art is really nice. Like, you know, the characters are fairly on model throughout 98% of this episode, I'd say. You know, it looks good. Like, if you just click a still frame, you're gonna find a good looking bit of animation, most likely. It's gonna look really nice, but then when you see it in motion, not a whole lot of motion, not very engaging visuals. And honestly, that's like the biggest criticism I can make of this episode. Like, there isn't a whole lot to hate about it or to even complain about, other than, you know, the animation isn't super slick, and that's just kind of like what I come to expect from Dragon Ball Super at this point. So yeah, solid episode. I enjoyed it. Hoping the next episode is good as well. You know, like these episodes have been like, you know, like, they haven't been amazing, but it's been like a good rock solid bit of episodes, and I'm digging it so far. Hopefully, the next episode will continue that, and hopefully things will get a little bit better and kind of build up to, you know, a more epic climax, and things will pick up as the fights pick up. And yeah, till next time, guys, Zeon out.